Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris, and I'm going to be using another Phoenix and Beau soap today. I really enjoyed the shave yesterday with Albion, and as a result I picked this one out today, which is Citra Royale, which is Lytsea cubeba, lime and cedarwood. Now it's a beautiful citrus scent. The lime's obviously the main thing through it, but there's a slight woodiness to it. Really refreshing scent, lovely for a day where the sun's just popped out of nowhere. I thought, why not, let's pull this one out. I'm going to be using my wolf whiskers. Now this is a 25mm ultra fan knot. I don't believe that Peter over at Wolf Whiskers has these anymore. I think these are pretty much discontinued knots, but beautiful and soft, lots of backbone, and the handle is it's not candy apple, I think it's called green apple he called it, I can't remember. There we go, absolutely beautiful, just a stunning brush. So we'll get that dipped in the water. Now someone I haven't mentioned yet, and everyone else has because I've watched the channel, and I haven't managed to watch the full video yet, I've just been so busy, I've really struggled, is She Shaves with Jill. Now Jill Snodden, if you've got a channel you probably know who she is because she's so active on YouTube. I think she's active on other forums as well, on other media, but certainly on YouTube she's very active. She used to have a vaping channel, I believe. She was a heavy smoker as well from what I believe, and changed to vaping, and it's really helped her life I believe, so I think that's awesome. But she has now started a shaving channel, She Shaves with Jill, and it's a bit different. Obviously I've watched the first sort of 5 minutes of it, I haven't managed to watch all of it yet. She's quite a quirky, funny woman, quite a sort of a dark sense of humour I would say, but funny. And she actually shaves her face in the video, which is a bit strange to watch coming from a bloke, really. It was a bit odd, but it looks like, you know, when you hear the backstory behind that, I can understand. I think it's great, and don't get me wrong, Jill's probably got softer facial skin than pretty much everyone out there's wives, and they'll be putting on hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of special makeups and exfoliators and face masks and all that crap. Shaving for me makes your skin lovely and soft. It makes mine soft anyway. Right, there is a brush loaded, like way overloaded as in it was yesterday. I've got my Man United shirt on today. We did win last night, or this morning as it was in Australia. I managed to watch a bit of it, and then I caught the rest of it when I got home in the early hours of the morning. I just listened to it on the radio on the way home, and by all accounts it sounded like they played okay, which is nice, but are we going to win the league? No chance. Is Liverpool going to win the league? Freaking hope not. But I have to be honest and say, out of all the teams I've seen play so far, I know Liverpool were crap on Saturday. I watched the highlights and it was shit. But they won, and the teams that win the Premier League play shit and win. The last time United won the league was under Alex Ferguson, and they played shit all season. It was crap football, it really was, but they still won the league. They won because of the sheer determination, and obviously Fergie time at the end when Fergie was still there. They don't have Fergie time anymore, they don't really have anything to replace it with, nothing's happening at the moment. But by all accounts I watched the extended highlights, and it's the best I've seen them play. I can't even tell you for how long. You know, I've seen games over the last season or two where I thought, whoa, that was really good, they played well in parts. But that first half was the first time I'd seen them, and it reminded me of back when Ferguson was there. You know, they break forward and there'd be like 4 or 5 players in the box attacking. That has been unheard of since Ferguson left, and it was really refreshing to see. I think I've overloaded my brush. Just painting some water in there. Now see, I think I've overloaded it. I have overloaded it way too much. Jesus. I've left too much water in the brush and I've overloaded it. So we're going to get a massively voluminous lather again. Those out there that have had the pleasure of trying Phoenix and Beau will know it's a very thirsty soap that loves a drink. Look at that. That is what you call a lather. Holy shit. Yeah, too much load in the brush and too much water in it as well. But let's get stuck in. Apologies about the noise. The next door neighbours are having some jet washing done, pressure cleaning, whatever you call it, in whatever country you're in. And we have a similar jet wash or pressure cleaner in my business, and it's pretty noisy. Right, so the Karve razor once again, and I've got the B plate in here once again. Excuse me, I'm going to be starting off with a brand new blade. I don't know whether I've used it in a Karve yet, in the Karve. I'm pretty sure I have. Now, it comes single wrapped with no glue dots, and it looks like that. It's just a plain old blank blade. There's nothing written on it. And for those of you out there that already know what it is, and those of you out there that don't, it's a Kai blade. Now, Kai blades are quite expensive. You do pay a premium for them. They're more expensive than pretty much every other blade on the market, more expensive than feathers. Now, they are, by all accounts, a very sharp blade. I'm not sure how they work in this razor. I can't remember if I've tried it, I didn't enjoy it, I don't know. Just everything lines up perfectly in this razor. I cannot believe how well everything lines up. So we've got the Kai blade in here, first use. This B plate, I think, is it? Yeah, I've got the B plate on. I'm enjoying the B plate for daily shaves just now. I'm giving it a bit of a run just to see how it feels. And we've got the 3.5 inch Argyle handle. Now, just to give you a bit of an update on this razor, I've had my original Karve razor with the 3-inch handle for probably 3 months now, around about that I think, maybe even longer. Now, the patina on it hasn't changed much, I have to be honest. If I'm honest, when I put it next to this brand new one, it doesn't look much different because I dry it after every shave and wipe it down, scrub all the soap scum off. And there's the odd little bit that looks like I've had a bit of moisture that I've missed, a little droplet of water, and it's actually patina just on a corner on its own. But other than that, they don't patina too much. It's a high quality brass. So if you do get one, don't worry about it patinaing super fast and getting shitty looking if you don't like patina. As long as you aftercare routine of your products with your actual hardware, if you're happy to give it a wipe down and dry it off with a microfiber once you've finished, it will look pretty much as good as new for quite a long time. What it will also mean is that generally, as it does patina, because it will over time, it should be gradual and even. You shouldn't have any like bad spotting or anything like that. Anything that looks worse on one side than the other, it should just look pretty even across the whole razor. Right, the Kai blade. Same old story every time I use one. The first sort of 10 strokes, if that, probably from that side to that side, all the way down, it's a little bit rough. It's not too rough that I can't use it, but it's rough enough that some people would enjoy it. Once you get over that, it becomes a lovely, smooth, comfortable razor. I'm just going to add a bit of moisture. Oh, it's so slick, this silk. Super slick. Now, if you're on the Wool Whiskers list and you get to the end and it does still have these knots, I highly recommend you get one. Heaps of backbone, loads of scrub, splays easily though. Not only that, I think looks wise, it's a really nice looking synthetic knot, the shape of it. I apologise if anyone is getting headaches or anything. In fact, if you've made it this far into the video, I'll be very surprised. That noise is driving nuts. It's driving me nuts. Look at that lather. Whoa, yes. Love it. Just going to empty this water out because it's filthy. Rinse the razor off as it's filling up and across the grain. Okay, and we're back. That was my phone just rang there. Unknown number, so it doesn't get answered. starting to really get a feel for this B plate now. It's really smooth, efficient, comfortable, just lovely to use. That's super slick. Right, here we go, ladder number 3. Just going to dip the tips because I know there's enough soap in this brush to build another 5 or 6 ladders. You can really get an appreciation for how creamy that lather is. Look at that. But a little flick in the warm water and it's crystal clear. Doing that fucking jet wash off. Trying to have a shave here. Ooh. Wow, get a really close, comfortable shave today. The slickness and protection from the Phoenix and Beau soap is really exceptional. I'm finding actually even that I'm overloading the brush, I'm getting such good performance from the soap now. The scents are beautiful. Scent strengths are always spot on, they're always around about a 5 or a 6, which I love. Now these are tallow based, so they're not for obviously those that prefer or won't use animal product in the shaving products. Can't even hear now, can't hear myself think. It's that quiet. Right, big splash of hot water. And switch it straight up into cold. There we go. what a shave. Let that dry in, we'll rinse the brush out and go from there. So I hope all you fathers out there had a great Father's Day yesterday in the Australasian community. I actually enjoyed it. I had a good day yesterday. I had a great day at work as well, great shift at work with the new fella from a different train line. I had a really good night. So all in all, it was a great Father's Day, even though I worked it. But spoiled by the wife and kids. Really enjoyed it. It was a bit easier this time than it was last time. It's one thing you have to do a little bit more with a synthetic brush, and that is to give it a real good rinse out, to actually clean it out quite a fair bit. I may actually use some Phoenix and Beau for my next head shave, because that's really slick. If I overload that brush again, it works really, really well. Now it is a relatively soft soap. It's definitely not a hard soap. It's not a cream. I would say it's definitely a crope. It's in between the cream and the soap. Probably closer to the cream. It's quite soft, but it works tremendously well. And that's a super comfortable, super smooth, clean, lovely shave. So I'm going to finish off today with some Maol Grooming Franken Lime Frosted, which has the menthol in there. Absolutely love this stuff, I really do. 1, 2, 3, 3 splashes. Instant alcohol's in. Whew, menthol, woo. It's kicking in already. My face is ice cold already. Yeah, the lime's there, I can smell the lime. But with this particular aftershave, this particular one, if you get the frosted version, the lime is really the smell out of the bottle, the initial scent of it, and then really, to be honest, the menthol does take over a little bit of the scent, it does. But the actual feeling of it is just incredible. The amount of menthol in there is spot on. It gets freezing cold to the point of, oh, and you think it's going to burn and hurt, and it doesn't. It just sits there ice cold, like someone's holding ice packs on your face. It's brilliant. Such a perfect amount of menthol for my liking, at least. Phoenix and Beau Citra Royale shaving soap. Let's say a Cubeba, lime and cedarwood. Stunning scent, really nice scent, very spring summer scent. It's just lovely, really uplifting, nice scent, and the soap performance, as you've seen, it lathers so easily. And just give your brush a little bit more of it, especially if you're using a badger or a boar or a horsehair or a mixed knot. If it's natural hair, give it quite a good load, get loads into your brush, and you'll be rewarded with an amazing lather. The brush today was the Whiskers 25mm Ultra Fan in this beautiful green apple colour. Got all the flutes round the outside here, and the Whiskers coin on the bottom. And then we have the Karve razor, Christopher Bradley, with the B plate, brand new Kai blade, which after, like I say, that first 10 or so strokes is a little bit rough. After that, it really opens up and becomes a very smooth, comfortable shave. And the blades do last quite a while. We'll see how long this one lasts. Obviously, I'm saving all my blades now, actually checking them all out to see how long I can get out of them. If you're stretching a, what do you call it, Derby Extra to 7 shaves, I think I'm on now on that. This thing will go on for about 50 shaves probably. It should do, surely. But worked really, really well. And I finished off today with the Maol Grooming Franken Lime frosted version with a menthol, and let me tell you, my face is ice cold right now. As you can see, it does bring out redness, this stuff, this cream, sorry, not this cream, this aftershave splash. It works very similar to Shave Works, the Cool Fix, and a few other things that I've used. What it does is it almost draws out the badness from your skin. If you've got redness and you're going to get irritation and things like that, it draws it right to the top, and then it gets rid of it, and it just clears up your skin. I mean, my neck hasn't looked that good in 2 years. It really hasn't, and it's testament to this stuff, I think, because it's the only thing I've changed recently, which has really cleared my neck up and cleared up the stretch marks and everything. I'm thinking about putting it on my bloody forehead to see if I can get rid of wrinkles. It's that good. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed that. Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive. Enjoy the start and the rest of your week, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.